Let's get the lighting going. All right, welcome to Up Close and Virtual, brought to you by College Hunks Hauling Junk and College Hunks Moving. What's up? There we go. Yeah. Welcome, Catherine. Hey, Angie. What's going on? Welcome. We're going to be joined by Ashe in just a couple of minutes. So we're getting everything kind of ready and started over here. Getting the party started before Ashe joins us. Hello. Yo, DJ Tyler B. What's going on? Hey, everybody. Hey, Sammy. What's up? So Ashe is going to be joining us in just a couple of minutes. We're so excited to talk about her single Moral of the Story. You know that it is just completely taking over TikTok, and now it's going to be taking over the radio airwaves. BLI is always one to break new music, so we're so excited to be joined by Ashe. She is unbelievable, and I've been doing my research, and she is a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to have a lot of fun today in here with all of you. If you guys have any questions, be sure to send them, comment them. We'll be asking them all throughout the live. What's up, Michaela? What's up, William? Hey, she opened for Live in 2018. Look at that. Oh, Ashe is here, so let's just get things started. All right, Ashe, I'm going to grab you. And if this would work. Ashe, request to join the live. And then, there we go. Says we are waiting. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Hi, we in business?
I think we're working. Can you see me? Is everything clear?
I can see you. It might be a little delayed.
Okay. There's a little bit of a delay, but I think we can work through it.
We can.
I'm so
How
happy
are
you have a mug, because after doing all of my research, I wanted to do a whole mug thing going down, having the mugs levitating and stuff. I just didn't have enough time to build the set. So I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that would have been so cool. One of my fans made this thing. I have to show you. Hold on. Just happen to have it right here. It's like a toy.
Oh, that is so awesome.
With a hanging chair. Sorry. Dying.
A fan made that toy for you?
A fan made the toy, and then another fan purchased the toy and then sent it to me for my birthday.
Is your fan's father like Mr. Toys R Us? Like, how do you go about making how does that happen? How do you?
I don't know. How cool is that?
That is like the coolest fan art I think I've ever seen ever.
It made me feel incredibly special. It was really cool.
That really is. I want one. Like.
I know. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good, honestly. I've been up since 5 a.m. and it's already been like such a day. Just busy.
So where are you quarantined? Are you on the West Coast, East Coast?
I'm on the West Coast. I'm in West Hollywood.
Ah, how fancy. Okay,
you
gotcha.
know.
Yeah. Let me smoke my long cigarette and just
with the holder. If that was so cool and not hard on your body, I would totally do that.
Exactly. I just watched Hollywood on Netflix, and I want to go back to like the times before I was even born, 1945.
Oh, the new one.
Yes.
The new one.
Have you seen it?
It is so good. I binge watched it maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was just, this would have been so cool, man. It would have been so good if that would have been our story here in Hollywood.
I mean, they definitely have. There was a lot going on in that show. Some things like. We all want to make it in this industry, but there's a lot that went on, and I was like, bring it down a little bit. But honestly, that was a weird show. I will say I started with my grandma, and first episode in, she's like, Nicholas, turn this off, and I was like,
I could not watch it with my grandma.
I didn't expect that.
It's not advertised as it's quite as intense as it ends up being.
I just expected beautiful people acting, and I got that.
Yeah.
But it just went a couple different directions. And don't watch it with grandma, but definitely watch it.
Don't watch it with your grandma, and don't watch it if you're under 18.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, right. So I'm so happy to have you here. I want to talk about moral of the story because I have to tell you, I first discovered this on TikTok, and so many videos being made. I think you're about to hit like 1 million videos made on the platform with people using the sound.
Whoa.
Like, I mean, it's just, if you ever get bored, you can literally just sit through TikTok. You'll never run out of content. Like,
Wow. That's crazy. I think I did hear that. I think we may have just hit it. And it's something like over 2 billion
views.
views
Yeah.
on the song, like being in the video. Nuts.
That
Absolutely bonkers. I don't even really understand TikTok, but it's awesome.
I got you. I could show you. Hold on. I had a TikTok pillow down here at one point. I don't know what.
I had a fan tagged me in a TikTok video yesterday of this girl singing the song, but like hilariously, and I think it was on purpose. I hope it was on purpose.
That was,
But
so I
it,
saw that. And that was
do you see
singing in
that?
cursive. That's what they call singing in cursive. Yes.
What is that? What does that mean?
It's like, there's the different singers who sound, different, but there's some people who sing like this, and they call they call that cursive. Listen, I don't know. You don't sing in cursive. I don't sing in cursive. We don't talk in cursive. I'm from New York. We don't talk in cursive. We talk in our own freaking thing. But that's cursive. Yes.
Oh my, how did I not know about this? I feel like I'm dating myself. This is pretty, wow. I was
Yeah.
wondering because at first I was like, "Ooh, I hope I'm not laughing at, someone who really is trying to sing the song beautifully."
Right.
And I was like, "Shoot, am I kind of a jerk?" And then
It's almost its own like
this helps.
language. It's like
She picks up a dandelion with her toes while she's singing moral of the story, and it's so good. I sat there and cried laughing watching it yesterday.
amazing. It's yeah. That's that. So that's cursive. So do you have a TikTok account? Have you made one?
I do. I do.
Okay.
It's my handle is your mom Ash.
Okay. Well, then we have to follow you after this, and
Yeah.
I'm
I
excited.
think you'd
I
be
want you to
surprised.
sing in
I actually
cursive.
have a few videos on there. I should sing in cursive,
Yes.
but
It,
I need to take lessons from that girl first.
right. They say it's like singing a font. I have a lot of questions as well. I hear you, but yeah,
Awesome.
it's cursive. That's called
Oh
singing
my
in
God.
cursive.
Wow.
So
Thank you. This has been really educational for me.
this is what
Thank
I try
you.
to bring with these lives. I want you to leave here learning something. So I'm glad I was able to do that for you. So
Mm.
I want to ask you
Mm-hmm.
though, with
Thank
moral of the
you.
story, when obviously you went through a lot to get to where you are now, and to have to write that song and then put it out to the world, and you've obviously received this incredible reaction, but is that scary? I mean, everything that you had gone through to take that up, write out your feelings, and then share that with the world.
I think, you know, I think it was really vulnerable the day we wrote the song and sat down and had to dig through all those emotions. And it was only, I want to say, shoot, maybe a month or two after I had originally like filed for divorce that we wrote the song. So it
Wow.
was still it was a fresh wound, I'll say.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we wrote the song then because then you in the lyrics and in the storytelling, I feel like you pick up on how fresh it was. But yeah, I mean it was really tough. In some ways it was tough to write, and then in other ways it wrote itself, you know?
Yeah. Well, and in it too,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you can feel the pain, and it is so, like, when you talk about your lawyer, you talk about your mom, I felt like I was talking to them too. And how cool of it for your lawyer to be like, yo, I got a shout out. Like,
Oh, she called me. My divorce attorney literally called me and was like, she just started laughing. She was like, "That's amazing." And then she said something like, "I probably wasn't that polite though, and probably used curse words." And
right.
yeah. Also, is people want to know if that's Danny DeVito behind you?
It's not. This actually, if you've seen The Room, that's Tommy Wiseau, from the movie The Room. It's like, it's acclaimed as to be like one of the worst movies ever. And so it became this like ongoing joke in our family and friends. And so for my 21st, I showed up to this whole hall, and there was Tommy Wiseau right there waiting for me, screaming
Tommy
surprise.
Wiseau.
Yeah, that's
Huh.
good old Tommy. My basement studio is essentially like a TGI Fridays. We've got everything kind of happening behind us. It's like, why not have empty bottles of alcohol just on the wall? And so we do that. And
I
stolen
love
menus
that.
from Dave and Buster's. It's just what you have to do out here. Oh yeah,
Ooh,
it's the only
you're
thing
a
that's kept me
thief.
sane during this thing. We sit down here, we turn the lights off, we bring our dinners down here, we eat, we have the menus that we took from the restaurants, and we try to act normal,
It's
even though all of
so
that out loud sounds so
moody.
strange.
It's so moody behind you, but I feel like you are like perfectly lit. Do you have like an influencer ring light going on?
Are you trying to expose me here? Is that what's...
Tell me the truth.
It's... Well, yes, and you're also on a tripod, and there... Wait, hold on. There's the ring light, okay? Very cinematic. Look at that.
Called you
Boom.
out.
We're
You're on a
back.
tripod too. You're on a tripod. So
Yeah.
I'm one step towards social media influencer.
You're almost there.
I'm
You
not
just...
at
Now you need the
your
fanny
level.
pack.
I
You
have a
just need
fanny
the fanny...
pack somewhere.
Yeah, and you're not wearing it?
Do you want to go get it?
It's up to you if you want to.
I'm
I
not.
mean,
I don't know. Fanny pack with the turtleneck. It's a new look.
I feel like the problem we're gonna run into here is I feel like I'm chatting to a friend, and they're gonna be like, "But Nick, you didn't talk about moral of the story," and I'm like,
Oh
"Yeah, but the
yeah,
moral of the
that's
story is
my
that I made a new
fault.
friend." No,
it's it's
no,
my
it's
fault.
totally
I'm
on me.
sorry.
I'm already getting the text messages. The single, the single. I know. We're friends now. Okay, we had to get acquainted. We had
Okay.
to get comfortable.
Yeah, we gotta get cozy.
So with moral of the story, you worked on that with your friends, and then it came to a situation where you showed it to Phineas, and Phineas then added his input, and he's just a complete genius. And so, I mean, what was that experience like, sending it to him hearing it and being like, this is a smash, but I can make this even better? Like, what's that like working with him?
I mean, yeah, it's working with a brother kind of in a lot of ways, just because he's been one of my good friends for I want to say 4 years now, and I've been asked this question so many times. You think I would have looked it up to see how long we've known each other, but I'm pretty sure it's been 4 years. Yeah, he was the first person I called when I filed for divorce, and so he just kind of it made sense that he would be a part of this record. And when I showed it to him, he immediately was like, he had all these ideas right away. And so it felt like a no-brainer to have him a part of it, because he already was a part of the story itself,
Right.
in my real life. And then yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. And it was like maybe, I don't know, less than a year before he won like 5 Grammys. So I feel pretty I feel pretty honored that I
Yeah.
I snagged him before all that craziness. But yeah, I think he loved the song and we loved the song, and so it just was really natural and wasn't forced and just easy.
Right. And I heard that Billy gave her input on one of the lyrics and was like, "Hey, I have a suggestion." Like, I mean, how cool is that?
It's it's cool that she just even like cared enough to be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you should do this." I mean, she wasn't like, "I'm gonna write the song with you guys." She was just like, "Hi, this will be a good idea." And we were like, "All right, cool. That's my favorite line of the song. Thank
And that
you."
was the engaged line, right?
That's engaged. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah,
I
I
love
mean,
that.
both of them are absolute geniuses. So I feel honored to know them and care about them a lot. So
That's incredible. And so now you have been doing this obviously a long time. You went to Berkeley. How did you find yourself then you're in California and you're making music, you're in writing sessions, you're meeting some of these different, songwriters, producers, artists. So how did this all kind of come about?
like my career.
Yeah, well, in the sense of, well, yes. How did your career happen? No, I mean, in the sense of just like when you were at Berkeley, was it you met somebody and they said, "Hey, come into a session? What was your
Oh.
first session that really kind of opened things up for you?
That's a good question. I don't think I started. I I had only written alone till I moved to Nashville right after Berkeley. So I graduated Berkeley and then moved right to Nashville, and then I started doing. It's just the Nashville culture to write together. So,
Hmm.
and I wanted to do the writers' rounds, and I wanted to be a part of that culture. So I kind of just dug into it, and I was doing like two writing sessions a day for like over 3 months, and was just like, I'm gonna make this my songwriting boot camp, work my hiney off, and then become the writer that I think I can be. But I didn't want to be at that time. I didn't want to be an artist. I didn't. I've said this before, and it sounds like fake humble, and I don't mean it to sound that way, but I didn't think I was good enough to be an artist. I thought I was good enough to be a writer, and I felt like I could really, in the least egotistical way, I knew I could write a good song. I didn't know I could sing it myself.
I see.
Um, yeah, it took me. I mean, it was just like I'll say Nashville was the big turn for me because some halfway through Nashville, I think that's when I was like, I'm sick of singing on the demo for someone else to sing. I want to sing it myself, and I somehow got the confidence around then. But
I love that.
yeah, it's been. I mean, there's never like been a moment I feel like in my life. Well, someone will have a story where they're like, and then I walked across the street and there was George Clooney and he said, "You're gonna be a blank." And I'm like, yeah, like it's been such a slow burn for
Right.
me, you know?
You know how many times I've gone to the mall trying to get discovered? Everyone's stories they got discovered at the mall. They don't even stop me for
Yeah.
like the $5 surveys. They stop my friends. They'll stop grandma. They're like, "Hey, we want you to go in this room. You're gonna take it's gonna take you an hour. You're gonna fill out this whole survey and poll. You get $5 at the end." They don't even stop me for that. I'm not the
Do they
demographic, I
still
guess.
do
I
that?
don't know.
Do they still discover people at the mall?
Well, the malls have been shut down for about 2 months now, so I don't
Oh,
know.
that's that's
I
true,
don't know.
that's true.
Now, what do they do? How do they discover people if they can't
It's
find them at
gotta
the
be
mall?
it's gotta be social media. I
Got to
bet
be.
they gotta slither into the DMs and
Oh
be
yeah.
like, "You're a beauty queen.
Take this
Test
survey.
it. Take this survey. Enjoy it." So weird.
So, as a songwriter, can you recall the first song ever that you wrote? What was it about? What was it called?
The first proper song I can
Mm,
remember writing, because I was writing at like 8 years old, but it was like songs about squirrels that I was trying to get
mm,
my cousin to sing with me. Like I wanted to form a band with my cousin, and
right.
literally any cousin. It didn't matter which one. I just wanted to be in a band. And but the first proper song I could remember writing is a song called Two Children, and it was about, I think I probably wrote it around 17, and it was after my very first breakup. I had dated a guy all through high school, so for 4 years, and I've been a serial monogamist my entire life. And I wrote the song alone about the fact that we had been two children who met and we grew up sort of intertwined together. And so breaking up was kind of like
Wow.
learning how to grow up. Yeah. I mean, I was 17. I mean,
I will
Billie
say though,
Eilish was 18.
that's a
So
pretty strong concept at 17 years old. I mean, like, not most
thanks.
17-year-olds are thinking like that. So it's like I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I don't know what to say.
Thank
I'm
you.
impressed. Did
Well,
you like the song? Is it
the
good?
bar is held pretty high when I look at Billy, who, exploded at 16 or whatever it was.
Right. Right.
Um, do I like the song? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Was it good?
I I remember really liking it. Yeah. Um, I bet somewhere in a computer I have a video of me playing it. I should see if I can find it someday. I mean, it's probably not that good now. I wouldn't think it's good now, but I remember thinking I was talented when when I wrote it.
I'm just saying, I mean, maybe it's something, we've got some time now. Maybe it's like something you visit during this quarantine. And maybe that's like your next single. I'm just saying, it's possible.
Oh my gosh. I feel like
Imagine.
I'd have to give you publishing for this moment.
That works.
Done.
Oh my goodness. I really like getting to know you on here. I learned a lot about you prior during, like, before this interview, obviously doing a lot of YouTube searching and Googling and reading your bio over and over and over again.
You researched.
You know, I Googled one or
That,
two
that's
things.
sweet. That's sweet.
I'm not a
That's sweet.
stalker. It's not like I was like, the whole Berkeley thing. When I said Berkeley, you were like, how does he know? It's like, Google. Like, come on. Um,
No. Yeah, you can figure it
I
all
was like,
out on
what?
Google pretty much.
But with all that being said, it's like getting to see you on here, getting to actually chat. Although we prefer it in person, it's great to see, like,
Yeah.
you're just a fun person. Like, I've enjoyed this.
Thank you so much. You're so fun too. This has been so lovely. You're awesome. This has definitely been one of the
Thank
more,
you.
sorry, I had to burp. One of the more
Oh,
casual, chill ones for sure. I love it.
I love it. Have you been doing so? I want to ask you, now that we're in quarantine, who would you say has been like your go-to FaceTime or Zoom session? What have you done? Has it been like, we're gonna play a
Oh.
game and screen share, drink some wine? Like, what's this quarantine been like for you?
My biggest FaceTime is probably my mama,
Hmm.
because we probably my mom and then my boyfriend's parents. We've FaceTimed with them like 6 times since we've quarantined, and we'll be on the phone for like 2 hours. It'll be
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, really like I just I really like people over the age of 50. I'm realizing
Mm,
I connect with 50-year-olds and
you're an old
above.
soul. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
So
good.
funny. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm connecting with you. You've got to be an old soul too.
Well, I'm actually 50. But the skin cream that I've been borrowing from my grandma is
Oh,
fantastic. Yeah.
your grandma's
So,
skincare routine. Woo.
yep.
But
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
so been FaceTiming with them and whatnot. Oh, oh no. I feel like a news anchor who's like checking her AirPod, like I'm getting something in. We're we're glitching. I'm gonna move my thing in a different position. Breaking news. Can you hear me now? Okay. Oh my gosh. This is a classic
Okay, they're saying the
2020
people are saying they can't hear.
quarantine.
So,
Should we sign
okay,
off and back on?
let's do that really quick. Let's do that.
Okay, no problem. Let's do that.